I hope you're beautiful. My name's Jason. This is my 80s podcast. To my Eurovision. I got it right this time. This is probably about the 10th time I've done this. So it's all about 1980s to 1989 Eurovision. So it's the winners. So my podcast has come out today, and it's all about. I mean, to be honest, I should have put it out on Eurovision Day, which is Saturday, but it went out because my podcast came out on Friday. So I thought, keep with what we do. So it's gone out today. So this is going to go out Saturday. So it's going to be just a little bit of a extra. That's the word I was looking for. Extra. There's going to be a bit of an extra. So this is just going to be some facts about 1980 and 89 winners. Right. So here we go. I've finished. I've always wanted to say that. Right. So the winner from 1980 was Ireland with Amazing. I'm squinting because it's quite small. I'm too vain to put my glasses on. It's Johnny Logan with What's Another Year. Brilliant. And it was actually held in Hague. I nearly said Prague, Hague, Netherlands. Johnny Logan became Eurovision legend. These are facts. Winning again in 1987 with Hold Me Now, and later writing Linda Martin's winner entry in 1992. Johnny. He's Mr. Eurovision. That's what they call Johnny. And if that falls off, you'll hear me. So that's Mr. Eurovision. So that's some facts about that. So then in 1981, you're making your mind up. Don't let your indecisions take you from behind. You thought Bucks Fizz was there, didn't you? That beautiful voice. It won't come off, I'm telling you. So Bucks Fizz won with Making Your Mind Up, and it was held in Dublin, Ireland. Obviously because Johnny won. I don't know why I put that fun fact in. Bucks Fizz won the 1981 Eurovision Song Contest with Making Your Mind, a song that was a debut. Did you hear that? DEBUT single. A key feature of their performance was a dance routine when the male members were ripped off the skirts to reveal shorter skirts. Bucks Fizz was specifically. I get it in the end. Specifically formed in January 1981, just 2 months before winning the Eurovision contest with Making Your Mind Up. And I did watch a video recently of Cheryl Baker saying that, because obviously I think she wanted the longer skirts, Jay wanted the shorter skirts, and that's how they come up with that concept. So they all got a longer skirt and a shorter skirt. And they won by 4 points. And Cheryl herself, we love Cheryl Baker, herself said she thinks that's what won it for us. Brilliant. We love you, Cheryl Baker. We love all Bucks, and you, Jay. So that's in 1982. I always think, is it really that long ago? But it is, yeah. Don't let your indecision. I think I felt like that's the only bit I know in it. Right, that's getting on my nerves. That's coming up. Right, you beautiful human beings. So the next one was 1982. I have to be honest. I do remember this song as well. So that was Nicole for Germany, and it's Ambiance Freedom. That's not pronounced right, but Sakma. Do you know what I mean? Just Sakma. And that was in Harrogate. Now, this is a fun fact. The city it was in Harrogate in 1980. Eurovision Song Test was largely unknown by international viewers. Something typical BBC. Something the BBC was not lost on with the BBC. The opening sequence of the show included the question, "Where is Harrogate?" in the language of participating countries. Could you imagine being Harrogate and you're being mocked by the BBC? You know what I mean? I have got notes, and I don't normally take notes. And the reason I've got notes is because I won't remember all that. If I'm truly honest with you, I will not remember. So Nicole won the contest. She won by 61 points, collecting 9, maximum 12 points along the way. Good old Nicole. Right, so 1983 we're on to now. So Luxembourg, Corinne Herms with C'est la vie Dakar. I'm not going to pronounce it. I can only just speak English, so I'm not going to be able to pronounce this, but it's C'est la vie es candu. That's what it says in my head, just to let you know. the Eurovision contest was in I want to say Munchar, but it's not. It's Monique. Say it. We're not going down that road. Which was also so obviously it was there because you get where I'm going, don't you? Because she won the year before, so we normally have it. Just thought I'd let you know. So it was in the Eurovision contest was in there. What I've just said, which was also performed. It was also performed last in the running, which they always say, don't they? If they perform last, they don't tend to win. But in the 80s, it proved them all wrong. Running order. Her win gave Luxembourg its fifth and to date final Eurovision. It's not fun, is it? You know what I mean? The last time, the fifth one and never again. And on this day, in the 1983, 20, that's all there is. I mean, look how many we've got now, 2,500. 20 countries took part this year, with France, Greece and Italy all returning this year, while Ireland decided not to participate, citing industrial action with RT. I don't know what RT means. I want to say road traffic engineers, but it's I don't know what it is. So in 1984, we're on to Sweden. I mean, how many times has good old Le Swiss won? So they won with the Harris with Didi Lou Didi Lay. Have you heard that? If you've not heard this, watch my podcast that I did, because I've played bits of the songs and we all had to guess what the songs were. And it's catchy, I get it. So 1984 Eurovision contest, it was in Luxembourg because of who won it before. Just keep me up to date. I like to keep you along with the train journey that I'm on. So contest in Luxembourg. This was Sweden's second Eurovision victory, the first being in 1974 with ABBA. Yay! Oh, incidentally, got no points from the UK. Hang your heads in shame, UK. The Harris brothers, Per, Richard and Louis, performed first and won with a catchy tune and an energetic dance routine and their iconic golden boots. It's the boots that salt, you see, ripping the skirt off, boots. You need a gimmick. Right. So that was 1985. 1985 Eurovision winner was Norway, with the song Let Us Swing. See, I have to be honest, I did quite like this. So if you go back to my podcast that I've done before, you can check that out. Like, comment, subscribe, share. You'll see some of the little bits of the. It's a great song. Let us swing, let us rock and roll. It's performed by Bobby. I mean, if that ain't a great name, Bobby Socks. Bobby Socks. An active contest took place in Gothenburg, Sweden, because of before. Keep there with me. This marks Norway's first Eurovision victory after a period of struggles and the competition. Before Bobby Socks, Norway had placed last multiple times, including 3 instances with 0 points. No points. It's not on, is it? I've just seen him behind. George ain't having none of this sugar. Stay up, George. There you go. Embarrassing yourself. So yeah, both Hayne Crow. Now I'm not listen. I ain't going to be able to pronounce this, so I'm just going to go with it. It's not going to sound nothing like the names, but you know where we're coming from. So both Hanne Grok and Elizabeth Andresen have previously participated in the Eurovision Song Contest. Hanne represented Norway in 1971 when I was born. Yeah, best year ever. And Elizabeth completed for Sweden in 1982 as part of the group Chips. When I seen that, I just thought, I can't remember seeing her in that program, Chips, with them 2 men on the motorbike. Right. And with 123 points, Let Us Swing remains the lowest scoring winner under the voting system used between 1975 and 2050. I mean, they won it, but we give them that high and then we tell them it's the lowest points ever. We've got some stuff to sort out. We have been spiteful like that to them. So, right, the Eurovision contest, the Eurovision Song Contest 1986 was held in Bergen, Norway. Sandra Kim, who won it, she was the youngest ever Eurovision winner, aged 13, representing Belgium with the song J'aime la vie. Kim's Victoria. Get your teeth in, Jay. Kim's victory broke the record for the youngest Eurovision winner, a record that is unlikely to be broke due to the rule changing requiring participants to be at least 16 years of age. And did you know she's a fibber? Lie, 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 lie. Kim initially told Eurovision producers that she was 15, but her actual age was 13, and she revealed that after the contest, causing such controversy. You know what they did, didn't you? Lettuce leaf round her ear. Right, 1987. Right, so 1987, we're on to now, and the winner was the amazing Johnny Logan. Come on, Johnny. Johnny Logan, 1987 costume with Hold Me Now, performed and written by Johnny Logan, who had already won in 1980 with the song with What's Another Year, and he'd written second place song in 1984, Terminal 3, performed by Luxembourg by Linda Martin. So good old Johnny missed the Eurovision twice, and it has been beaten now by the great Lorraine. Get your teeth in, Jay. She's won now, but this is the 80s, so we're talking about the 80s. Right, so the Eurovision Song Contest 1987 was the 32nd edition of the Eurovision Song Contest, and it took place in Brussels. 22 countries participated, which was the highest number up on that point for Eurovision. 22, what do you think, 22? I mean, that's note, is it? Or even nothing? No. How less that's no. Where you going? That's no. Be posh, Jay, be posh. The winner was Switzerland, and it was good old Celine with Ne Pas Moi. You know, as well as I do, it's not pronounced like that. In my head it is. Right, the 1988 contest used a unique stage design that created an illusion of depth, making the stage appear larger than it actually was. See what I mean? Cyprus withdrew from the contest because their entry had previously been published, which was against the rules. So if anyone don't know, the Eurovision has to be a new song. It can't be anything that's already been out. It has to be a brand new song. I've seen some of them this year. We ain't winning. Right. Great voices, but we're not winning. So the last but not least, 1989 was called Rock Me by Riva. Gave Yugoslavia their first, I mean, that can't be right, surely, their first and only Eurovision victory. When the contest was held in 1989, during the reprise bit, so the bit where I think must be the bit when they sing and then they win and then come and sing, the lead vocalist performed the version in English. You should have won that next year as well. Switzerland staged that Eurovision. Of course it did. Of course it did. Because of... You're following now, aren't you? I'm glad you are, because I ain't. Yugoslavia, represented by Riva with Rock Your Body, was historic win, marking the country's first and I've just repeated myself saying that. So that's my 80 to 89 Eurovision. And yes, I've repeated myself a couple of times, and yes, I've not pronounced half of the names, but it's just all in good 80s fun. And when you think some of these are gone, Celine gone on to do amazing Bucks Fizz. I wasn't going to sing that bit, Making Your Mind Up, but I just keep singing the same bit. Great artist. But before we go, I have to say this. For me, the UK was robbed in 1982. We should have won it in 1982 with Bardo. One Step Further came in at number 7. And I have to be honest, I absolutely love that song. I remember buying that on vinyl and thinking, I think they come up before. Should have won. Robbed. Absolutely robbed. Bardo, if you're out there, you were absolutely robbed of winning again. They just didn't want us to win twice, did they? But Bardo, making your mind, don't let your indecision. It's not even that. I'm singing Bucks Fizz again now, aren't I? One step further and I would have been there. That should have won in 1982. Bardo, One Step Further, robbed. You were robbed, absolutely, completely robbed, and you should have won that. Their performance was brilliant. They stood there back to back, singing with a microphone, absolutely brilliant. Bardo, if you're out there, completely robbed. So that's my 80s Eurovision. So now I've waffled on for about 16 minutes. I have to apologise. I was going to take some bits out of it, but no, do you know what? I love leaving it all raw and some of the mistakes I make, because that's what my podcast is about. I don't want it to be clean cut. I want it to have the mistakes. And don't worry, it's took me about 8 times to record this, so there'll be a lot of bloopers. So please, happy Eurovision. Have a great time. Have a drink. Have food, have dancing, be merry, watch it wherever you watch it, whether you're watching it on the big screen, whether you're going out, whether you're watching it at home, just please enjoy. And UK, come on, we need to take this serious. Everyone else in the world takes this serious, but we don't. We need to. It's an absolute treasure, and I love watching it. So please, but it is great. It's great entertainment, great TV. Everybody watch it. Billions of people watch it in the world. So please enjoy and have a great day, you beautiful lot.